Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Belmont Park here on a rainy Thursday afternoon. It is October the 3rd, 2019. Gonna look at the 7th race from Belmont, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And join me this weekend for my long shot preview Saturday. Great card from Long Shop, and of course Sunday we have the Arc de Triomphe. So it's all around great racing in Paris this weekend. So join me for that. But let's get to the 7th race from Belmont here in this rainy Thursday afternoon, and it's going to be cold also. Yesterday we had like 92 degrees here in New York City, which was beautiful, but we're going to have a high of 57 today, which is going to suck with rain. It's going to feel like it's 20 degrees out, but let's be a little optimistic towards the weekend, which looks like it's going to be okay weather. But the 7th race in Belmont, it is an allowance optional claimer purse, $85,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. Number one, 10,000 three times, and the main claim starter or stable allowance race, which number won 4 races, which number won 40,000. A big optional claim price of 100K here, so you don't see a lot of these races anymore. But we have 7 horses going to the post. The distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or the 1 mile and 1/16th trip on Big Sandy main track. 1 mile 1/16th here in the 7th. Kind of the aftermath of the Grand Prix de American stakes here at Belmont, because quite a few horses are coming out of that race, 4 of them. So it's kind of the second race of the series, which I think there should be a little bit more of a distance series here in New York. It would be kind of cool for them to add maybe next year another race towards at Aqueduct again, like the Gallant Fox or the Coyote Lakes, like they used to have a distance series from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Too bad they're not doing it this year. They announced the Aqueduct Stakes schedule, which was, nothing exciting, but nothing boring either. But that's for another day. Let's get to the top selection here in the 7th from Belmont, which is with my top selection here, I'm going to go with 3-horse Roaming Union, a horse I picked in that Grand Prix American. I'm going to go 3-1-2-6 in the superfecta, 3-1-2-6 super. Top selection 3-horse Roaming Union, the 4-year-old colted by Union Rags. Michelle Nevin trains. John Velasquez was having a very good Belmont meeting, gets the leg up. The horse's most recent outing came the 7th of September at Belmont, mile and a half in that Grand Prix American. He finished 6th by 10.5 lengths, and Joe Talmo would have very weird race that day. The horse had speed in a race where there wasn't a lot of speed. He stalked all the way around the race course and just didn't have a lot left in the tank. It was just a very, like I said, very weird race. Before that, in an optional 6-2 at Saratoga, mile 9th, July the 18th, and the horse finished second by 2 3/4 lengths. He stalked all the way around the race course behind Hofberg. He was a little bit wide. He just couldn't quicken up, but he still ran a good race behind a very good horse. And then optional 100 here at Belmont, mile 16, June the 16th. The horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths. Switching up the tactics that day, the horse closed up from the back of the pack, and I thought he ran a good race. And then an op 6-2 again at Belmont. The horse finished 3rd by 6 lengths, stalked, but never had a really good turn of foot. On a wet course, this horse is 7-3, which I think is good. His last race on a wet course came in Aqueduct on the slop, 1 mile and op 6-2 claimer. First off, a little bit of refreshing. He finished 3rd by 2.5 lengths. He started early on, very wide. He got caught in the stretch, but he still ran his heart out there. And then he ran some great races on the at Aqueduct over the winter on some wetter courses. But I like him a lot here today. The speed holds up. He has some speed when here, and when the track's wet, the speed holds up. 10-1. Let's take him. So to recount my selection for the 7th from Belmont, let's take the 3-horse Roaming Union. We'll go 3-1-2-6 in the superfecta. So good luck to him. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5